I'm going to go ahead and start 1 minute early because Sophie needs to get going and watch that Dodgers game. Welcome, everyone, to the Planning Commission meeting of October 9th, 2019. Roll call, please.
Chair Kurth.
Here.
Vice Chair Marsh. Commissioner Wells.
Present.
Commissioner Harriman. Commissioner Uber. Commissioner Harriman is marked absent.
If you'll all please rise for the invocation and then Pledge of Allegiance led to us by Commission. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity and the freedom of public meeting tonight. Okay, we've got a set of minutes that we need to deal with from the September 11th, 2019 meeting.
I second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Huber with a second by Commissioner Wells to approve the minutes of the September 11, 2019 regular Planning Commission meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with Commissioner Harriman absent.
Thank you. Starting with agenda item number 1. Staff report, please.
Thank you, Chairman Kurth. Fellow Commissioners, item number 1 is case PLAN 19-00035. It is a site plan and conditional use permit, environmental exemption, allow for the approximately 1,300 square of the service area at an existing non-conforming 5330. The applicant, Sunland Ford, is requesting to demolish approximately 2,500 square feet of their existing shop building and replace approximately 3,800 square. Proposal meets all development code standards. Staff recommends approval.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing on agenda item number 1. Is there anyone here to speak to us on number 1? Seeing no one, I will close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission for a determination.
I second.
We have a motion by Vice Chair Marsh with a second by Commissioner Wells to approve case PLAN 19-00035 as conditioned. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with Commissioner Harriman absent.
Thank you. Now for agenda item number 2, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission. Agenda item number 2 is planning case number PLAN 19-00040. This is an amendment to the municipal code with an environmental exemption that will introduce various amendments to Chapter 5 and Title 16 of the Victorville Municipal Code that will allow for the adoption of state-mandated 2019 Title 24 building codes. The state of California adopts updated versions of the building codes every 3 years, and this approval will address various construction codes, including building codes, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, and energy codes, as required by the state of California, which are required to be adopted prior to January of 2020. Also included in this proposal are various appendices that deal with things such as flood-resistant construction, grading, modular structures, and other types of emergency housing and emergency shelters. The city building official, Kevin Collins, is here to speak on any specifics and any questions the Planning Commission may have on any of these sections. However, as proposed, staff recommends that the Planning Commission recommend approval of the proposal to the City Council.
Thanks. Welcome.
Good evening.
Have any report for us, or?
Here for any questions that you may have.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Questions from the? Had one thing that I had noticed. It seems to me that a majority of the updates are just following suit with the state, as typical, right? There were a few appendixes that we're adopting, and I had a question on the Appendix J, which is a voluntary adoption.
Mm-hmm.
That it says it regulates the grading. I couldn't find anywhere to actually read that. So, just in your opinion, why would the city adopt more stringent regulations for the grading?
It's not more stringent than what we've already adopted. We've already got a grading ordinance in place that we've been using for roughly about 30 years, I believe. This is just going along with that, basically just not making it any more stringent of what the current grading codes are.
So by adopting this extra appendix, it doesn't?
Not really, no.
Further questions then? Thank you. Go ahead and open up the public hearing on agenda item number 2 if there's anyone to speak to us. Close the public hearing on item number 2 and bring it back to the commission for a determination.
I second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Huber with a second by Commissioner Wells to recommend case PLAN 19-000040 for City Council approval as conditioned. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with Commissioner Harriman absent.
Agenda item number 3, staff report, please.
Thank you, Chairman Kurth. Item number 3 is case PLAN 19-000. Site plan with an environmental exemption to allow for the construction of approximately 16,500 square feet south of and abutting Jasmine Street, east of Lane. Applicant is proposing property. Access will be provided off of Jasmine Street, as also by 2 interior access points from the adjacent dialysis center. Project meets all development standards as proposed.
Thank you. Any questions from the commission of staff? Okay, I'll open up the public hearing, and I do have a card from Mr. Pontius. Welcome.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, I'm Mike Pontius, the architect for the project. I just wanted to state on the public record that we have already reviewed the conditions and agree with all of them as written, and I appreciate the efforts of staff in working with us throughout the project. Here for any questions if you have them.
Thank you. Any questions for the applicant's representative? Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else here to speak to us on item number 3? Seeing no one, I will close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission.
I'll make a motion to find the project categorically exempt under section 15332 of the CEQA entitled Infill Development Projects, and adopt resolution number P-19-052 approving site plan case number Plan 19-00023, subject to the attached conditions of approval.
We have a motion by Commissioner Wells with a second by Commissioner Huber to approve case PLAN 19-00023 as conditioned. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries with Commissioner Harriman absent.
Thank you, and good luck on that project. I noticed the architecture and the elevations that are in our package seem very nice to me. I like that. Thank you. Item number 4, please.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item number 4 is a new business item relating to previously approved planning case number PLAN 19-0042. As you may recall, this site plan was approved, as well as most recently a sign program. But the site plan that was approved included a traffic signal as part of the approval. Part of the traffic signal process and through the plan check process, they're required to provide a street name for that crossing there. The applicant chose to utilize a desert loop name in lieu of utilizing a name off our city's master street name list. This was proposed due to the loop nature of the interior circulation on both sides of the project. Although the desert loop name is not included in our city's master street name list, staff did discuss the item with the fire department. They have no concerns with that name as it does exist anywhere in the city. Additionally, the desert prefix is similar to other multi-tenant commercial centers that have traffic signals such as Desert Escape on Amargosa Road and Desert Sun Plaza on Roy Rogers Drive. Based on this, staff would recommend the approval of the street name by the applicant.
Okay, thank you. Any questions with staff on this one? Go ahead and open up the public hearing on agenda item number 4 if there's anyone to speak to us on 4. No one. I will close the public hearing on this one. Discussion. I would ask for
A second?
We have a motion by Commissioner Huber with a second by Commissioner Wells to approve the proposed street name. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with Commissioner Harriman absent.
In compliance with the Brown Act, it's necessary for the Planning Commission to make available time for members of the public to address the Planning Commission's items of interest that fall within our subject matter jurisdiction. Is there anyone to speak to us tonight? Okay, so that's it. Give an opportunity for planning commissioners to present any items of interest. I'll start with Commissioner Wells.
Yeah, I want to say that I attended the APA California Conference September 15th, 18th in Santa Barbara, and it was a well-attended conference. Seemed like 1,000 people there, it seemed like. And I attended several workshops, Planning Commission, and I just want to say I enjoyed the opportunity.
Commissioner Marsh? Huber.
Yeah, since I was
20 minutes.
Right now?
well, sure.
I'll do it, but Sophie's got to get to the game. And no, I concur with that. It's the first time I've been to an APA conference, and it was hugely attended, very professional. A lot of the things I found were in depth in the planning realm, but I too tried to pick some of the conference seminars that would pertain a little bit. Victorville, Planning Commission, things like that, and I got the sense through the whole conference that the hot key issue this year was obviously all about housing, the need for housing, low-income housing credits, and a lot more things deeper than that I'm not going to go into at this time. But yeah, thanks for sending us to that conference. I think it was all worth it. Updates or
I do have one update. I know that at the planning conference you were probably what we plan to use it on right now that's been identified is seeking but it will also include some objective designs that are required for housing. Also, we'll explore the tax increment financing. Revitalization and Investment Authority. 5% of their funds. But we could finally we've identified some developing standard designs, standards throughout the city to help streamline. Have any others that we'd want to city council's.
That goes to city council first before you make the formal application based on those factors that you just mentioned.
Application requires a city council.
That's it. Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
Opened it up.